How many discounts does USAA Auto Insurance offer? Too many to say here. Multi-vehicle discount, safe driver discount, new vehicle discount, storage discount, legacy.
How many discounts will you stack up? Visit USAA.com/auto discounts. Restrictions apply.
Raise the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
Walmart Business is in the business of helping your business, regardless of whether you're building bridges, building spreadsheets, or building lesson plans. Ooh, that looks fun. Walmart Business can help save you time, money, and hassle so you can focus on what you're building instead of what your supply closet is missing. In short, we take care of business so you can do more with yours. We're the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
The McDonald's Snack Wrap is back. You brought it back. Ranch Snack Wrap. Spicy Snack Wrap. You broke the internet for a snack. Snack Wrap is back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Driving Sustainable People-Centric Organizational Change Abstract. This article presents a people-centered framework for leading sustainable organizational change. Arguing that while strategic plans may initiate change, successful transformation ultimately depends on addressing the human dimensions of change by drawing on literature from scholars like Kotter and Bridges discussing how change impacts individuals psychologically and the importance of guiding people through transitional phases.
Got some good news for your ears. More of that good stuff is coming up. And even better news for your hair. The best hair care is at Sephora. They've got all kinds of products for every kind of hair. From brands like Amika, Kerastase, Day, and K18. You knew where to get great audio. Now, you know where to get great hair care, too. Sephora. Good news for great hair. Shop hair care now at Sephora.com.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso Virtual Coffee Machines. Ready to enjoy the bold flavors of barista-quality Nespresso iced coffee at home? Simply fill a glass with ice and press the brew button on your virtual pop machine to enjoy rich double espressos roasted to stand up even when chilled. Refreshingly bold iced coffee. Refreshingly easy to make at home. Visit Nespresso.com to shop now.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, how to get 30, how to get 20, 20, 20, how to get 20, 20, how to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at Friskies.com or visit your local store.
AI is moving fast. So fast, it's hard to keep up. In fact, in ServiceNow's latest AI Maturity Index, scores dipped 20% from last year. But that's okay, because AI isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. You may be behind today, but tomorrow you could be a pace setter. Dive into ServiceNow's AI Maturity Index and see how you can innovate as fast as your ambitions. Visit servicenow.com/AI maturity.
It outlines a 5-phase model developed from their professional experience consulting with organizations undergoing change, including assess and prepare, align and inform, empower and engage, guide and support, and revise and refine, demonstrated through case studies from a technology startup and municipal government applying this framework to drive culture change and service delivery innovation. And how key aspects that enabled sustainable results included participatory visioning, cross-functional collaboration, compassionate coaching, and iterative refinement. This people-first approach helps overcome resistance by empowering stakeholders and supporting them through psychological transitions while sustaining momentum. Long-term demands persistent human-centric leadership and viewing change as a continuous journey. As any organizational consultant worth their salt knows, effecting meaningful and sustainable change within companies is no easy feat. Employees can be resistant, management uncertain, and the status quo an ever-powerful force resisting progress. However, through research and decades of professional experience helping organizations transform, I have learned that people must be at the center of any successful change initiative. By focusing first on understanding the human dimensions of change and empowering employees throughout the process, leaders can overcome resistance and drive the types of deep-seated changes needed to thrive in today's dynamic business climate. Today we will explore a research-backed framework for guiding people-centric organizational change. By applying this people-first lens and empowering attitude, leaders of any organization can effect sustainable transformations that thrive long after initial plans conclude. The overlooked human dimension of organizational change. While strategic plans and revised structures may initiate change, it is people who must implement and sustain it over the long run. Unfortunately, as experts like John Kotter have pointed out, the human aspect of transformation is often overlooked or only superficially addressed in change management efforts. Kotter, 1996. Employees experience very real anxieties related to job security, new skills required, loss of familiar routines, and more. Bridges, 2003. If not properly addressed, this resistance can derail even the most well-conceived of transformations. William Bridges' transition model is helpful for understanding the psychological hurdles individuals face during times of change. Bridges, 2003. He outlines 3 distinct phases: ending, neutral zone, new beginning, that people naturally progress through as they internalize and adapt to alterations in their environments. The ending involves letting go of old routines and identities tied to past ways of working. The chaotic, neutral zone ensues as people try balancing old and new ways of working simultaneously. The final, new beginning, signals internalizing and embracing new routines. Appreciating these human transition phases is key, as they underscore why change elicits very real emotional reactions that must be navigated. Simply communicating a new strategic plan does not equate to acceptance or readiness to adopt new ways of working. Leaders must thoughtfully guide their people through the entire psychological experience of transformation to achieve sustainable results. A framework for people-centric organizational change in recognizing these human dimensions. Over my consulting career, I have developed and refined a framework to help leaders drive organizational change in a compassionate, sustainable manner. At its core, this model places people and culture front and center from start to finish. With 5 distinct yet iterative phases: assess and prepare, conducting honest assessments of organizational culture and employee sentiment to prepare for challenges ahead. Align and inform, clearly communicating the why behind change. Aligning stakeholders and cascading information transparently. Empower and engage, actively involving stakeholders in decision-making. Maximizing ownership and commitment. Guide and support, navigating transitions compassionately through guidance. Resources and psychological support. Revise and refine, iteratively improving on change through feedback. Revisions where needed, and capturing lessons learned. Let's examine each stage more closely, assess and prepare, before launching change initiatives. Leaders must conduct honest assessments of their organizational culture and gauge employee sentiment. Surveying staff to understand anxieties, feedback on past efforts. Desired leadership approaches and more is crucial. Additionally, auditing past change efforts reveals blockers to address proactively. This preparation helps tailor communication strategies and change management efforts to the unique cultural realities of that organization. Align and inform. With insights gathered, leaders must clearly articulate a compelling vision and case for change that inspires. Two-way engagement across all levels ensures transparency and that stakeholders understand their role. Regular, why, and how updates help maintain alignment and commitment as plans evolve. Structured forums provide avenues for input shaping transitional initiatives. Empower and engage. Stakeholders must be actively involved in shaping change. Not just recipients of top-down edicts. Forming cross-functional teams to co-create solutions fosters ownership over outcomes. Structured engagement from planning through implementation helps maintain involvement. Spread new ideas organically and galvanize grassroots support networks. Guide and support. As individuals progress through the natural uncertainty and loss associated with change. Compassionate guidance and tailored support become paramount. Leaders address concerns transparently, provide resources to manage transitions, and normalize natural reactions. Coaching and development opportunities aid reskilling and embracing evolving roles. Revise and refine. No change plan will be flawless from inception. Continuous feedback loops and revisions based on learnings help improvement. Capturing lessons from pilots, early adopters and stumbles prevents repeating mistakes. This iterative refinement informed by frontline realities sustains momentum long-term. This 5-phase model forms the backbone of my consultancy approach and has proven highly effective across diverse organizational contexts. As the following examples will illustrate. By placing human factors front and center in a spirit of compassion and empowerment. Leaders can overcome resistance and uncertainties to drive truly transformative changes. People-centric change in action to demonstrate this framework's real-world impact. I will now explore 2 cases where I helped guide major transformations, a technology startup undergoing high growth and a municipal government innovating service delivery. Tech startup scales culture through growth. A fast-growing SaaS startup approached me as it expanded from 50 to 500 employees in just 2 years. Stakeholders felt culture and engagement slipping as processes struggled to keep pace. In the first, assess and prepare, phase, I gathered feedback revealing anxieties around evolving roles and priorities. Teams reported siloed work lacking cohesion or understanding of others' contributions to the whole. To address this, we engaged all levels in collaborative, align and inform visioning. Employees co-created mission and value statements aligning rapidly evolving work under a shared purpose. Transparent communication norms and forums helped spread updates organically. In the empower and engage stage, teams applied design thinking to map interdependencies and opportunities for cross-pollination. Out of this emerged an agile structure with rotational temp teams, tackling cross-cutting challenges. As new ways of working took hold, I provided one-on-one, guide and support, coaching to help with the psychological transitions. Managers received training to normalize uncertainty and resistance to change as natural reactions. Monthly, revision and refinement, forums captured progress. pain points and additional needs to further refine the evolving culture. 2 years later, the startup continues scaling rapidly with highly engaged employees embracing flexibility, autonomy and continual improvement. Cross-functional collaboration yields innovative solutions, while rotational teams prevent silos from resurging. By centering change on understanding people's perspectives and empowering grassroots participation, culture scaled harmoniously alongside exponential growth. City government streamlined service delivery. A mid-sized municipality also underwent a major transformation centered on modernizing services for residents. Local officials embarked on a strategic planning process to assess current service models and citizen needs in the assess and prepare stage. Insights from public surveys, focus groups, and department head interviews exposed siloed fiefdoms, producing duplicative and inefficient processes. To kick off the align and inform phase, we helped shape a compelling vision of one city. Seamless service through community ideation sessions. Regular town halls and digital updates maintained transparency as plans evolved over 18 months. Online forums posed challenges for cross-departmental, temp teams to address in the empower and engage stage. This prompted organic collaboration, while solution prototyping built grassroots support. As unified service pods emerged from the teams, I facilitated guide and support sessions to ease employees through transitions. Managers learned to recognize and address anxiety through the psychological ending. Neutral zone, new beginning phases. Automation of common functions reduced redundancy within pods. Ongoing revision and refine, gathered feedback through digital surveying of residents and municipal staff. Now 4 years later, customer satisfaction has increased 15% with streamlined access to coordinated services. Employees report higher engagement and purpose in citizen-centric roles versus past siloed functions. By catalyzing grassroots participation and guiding transitions compassionately, public servants seamlessly deliver coordinated experiences meeting evolving community needs. Sustaining the journey of continuous improvement as these examples illustrate. Placing people and culture at the core enables leaders to achieve transformations that powerfully impact strategic, operational and human outcomes. However, the job is never truly done. Change becomes a dynamic, continual journey of adaptation requiring ongoing nurturing and refinement. Sustaining momentum over the long run demands both persistence in the guiding framework and leaders who authentically model this people-first mindset. Looking back, the most impactful organizational transformations I've witnessed all shared certain traits: compassionate leadership maintaining regular human touchpoints, iterative not big bang change allowing organic adaptations, and grassroots participation empowering people to shape evolving work in a spirit of ownership and purpose. By keeping the lens focused on understanding people's realities, anxieties and aspirations throughout, even the most radical of changes can take root as sustainable, energizing cultural shifts that thrive for years to come. In an ever more volatile business environment, this people-centric approach forms the most promising path forward for any brave organization wishing to continuously reinvent itself. Conclusion: while strategic initiatives may prompt transformation, it is people who sustain change through their determination and spirit of progress. As any consultant knows, the human experience of change involves very real psychological hurdles that leaders must thoughtfully address. By placing understanding employee perspectives and empowering grassroots participation front and center, it becomes possible to surmount inevitable uncertainties and resistance. The 5-phased framework discussed provides a compass for any leader wishing to guide their people through transitional waters in a way that inspires commitment, agency and energy for continual improvement long into the future. While challenging, a people-first lens forms the surest route towards effecting deep-seated, evolutionary shifts empowering any organization to thrive amidst today's dynamic business climate.